Do you want to go to party tonight?
Not really in mood.
Right? What happened?
I don't know, just the same conversation, all boring stuff.
You know what? We can change that. I mean, there should be one person in the crowd who makes it all interesting, right? What do you think? I think because we all are at some point become boring. We tend to have the same conversation and stuff like that. You know what? I tell you one thing. Our brain is like little toddlers, little kids. This always wants something new and exciting and something challenging, something adventurous to come up with. It gets excited. Have you heard of these hormones called oxytocin, serotonin? Yeah, right? So when something new happens, that is how these things come into action. So to be interesting, you actually have to turn people on. Like literally, you have to engage people emotionally in a way that you make them really cheer up. How do you do that?
I think you're right. We really need to stop using those social scripts. We go to the party, we usually ask the same questions. How's work and how do you know the host? Long time.
Yeah, long time. I'm not seeing you and brother shit. So we do this a lot, right? So instead of these questions, I'm telling you to ask 3 miracle questions that's gonna change your image in somebody's eyes whom you're meeting him for the first time. So what do you ask? You can start by asking that, besides work, what gets you up in the morning? People are not expecting that, right? I mean, they get up for work, they get up for... Tell me, why do you get up in the morning?
Well, I think it's gallbladder.
You're really funny, right? Like, so yeah, be it a gallbladder, be it your work, but then what is happening here? You're making people think more, right? Second question you can ask them is that besides your regular work, is there any passion project that you're really working on? And that gets them really connected to you because
I think that's a good one. These questions you ask from new people, or like people you already know, you can ask them.
Absolutely. Even you're meeting for the first time, you can ask them like that, right? Like you can ask that if you're meeting somebody new, you can ask, so how was your week and what was the best day of this week happened to you? Which was the best day of this week? People will think, okay, yeah, that day this thing happened to me, somebody complimented. You are making them think long and this process is taking longer, which is why this is challenging. This is generating a dopamine hormone in their brains and you are naturally interesting for them. Isn't that easy?
It is.
Right?
Yeah.
I'll tell you the second point. That's like a guru mantra I'm telling you. And that is, to be interesting, be interested.
How is that? I don't get it.
Okay, I'll tell you. You genuinely have to be interesting in somebody's conversation. Even if you want to fake it, I'll tell you how you do that. I suggest, like, okay, verbally we all look interested, we talk questions and we are into conversation, but our body language somewhere goes out of the line and people notice that. You give somewhere signal that you don't care. So what do? You sit in a direction of the people whom you're talking to, the person you're talking to, and you put your torso and your toes in the direction of the person you're speaking to.
I think I'm getting a hang of it.
Yeah.
I think it sounds like a no-brainer, but
Yeah.
I've seen it that subconsciously we naturally point our torso towards the person we're interested in.
Absolutely. That is one rule to judge anybody. Like if you're in a party and you're hitting a girl and you want to know whom she's interested in, look at her toes. The direction of her toes tells the person whom she is interested in or he interested in. So this is a basic science, but you need to do it more consciously. Alright. So I tell you a third and very amazing fact that I'm sure you don't know about. You don't know?
Of course.
Alright, so that says that when you're in a conversation, when you're in a one-to-one conversation with someone, you should nod your head 3 times. So when you nod your head 3 times, you are making them speak longer because you're making them comfortable. They want to talk more. So they'll end up talking 3 to 4 times more. Isn't it interesting, right?
I think it's a very good way to talk to kids.
Absolutely. I mean, kids are so vulnerable, right? When you nod your head, they catch your non-verbal language and they connect with you. They want to open up with you. They started trusting you. This is a very good way to open up with the kids.
Can you tell me this third point again? I mean, I'm not really getting it.
Like the nodding one?
Yeah.
So It says that when in a conversation with one-to-one person, you should nod your head 3 times like that. When somebody is speaking, you are listening, nod your head, right? Because see, now you're looking at me, you think that I'm understanding what you're saying. I'm totally into you. I'm listening. I'm connecting with you. So when you do that for 3 times, a person who is introvert, who thinks that I'm not going to talk much, you're meeting for the first time, people are like that. They want to be in their shell. They slowly come out. So when you nod your head like that, they tend to open up. They tend to open up, right?
Okay. I think that's a good way to talk to any kid.
Absolutely it is, because you connect with them really well. They catch your non-verbal signs very quickly. So you can try with kids.
Alright. So I think we're good to go to any party now.
I think so. No. One more thing I would like to mention here is that when you are in a party or in a conversation with someone, like there are so many distractions, right? There were so many good girls around, so many handsome dudes around, and you are talking to one person. You are distracted. How do you focus? Don't touch your phone. Don't do Snapchat, Instagram. Don't do it for a while, because people think that you don't care. You're faking it. Don't look around other people. When you are with someone, try to focus on the eyes and the mouth. This is a friendly zone area. Do you see a opposite triangle making there? The eyes and the mouth. So even if you're not comfortable, if you're not able to focus there, fake it. Look around these areas and people will think that you're totally into them. I think now we are good to go.
I think now we're good to go to any party now.
Let's try this. Let's take this as an experiment, yeah?
Okay.
Alright, let's go.